Hello friends, Adam here with FED. Welcome to today's lightning guide. Today's lightning guide is going to be about ingots and forging for maddening. Maddening because on normal and hard, it is a lot easier to get resources. So we're going to be talking about the hardest difficulty to help you guys who are trying to complete this challenge, but are maybe struggling a little bit. So, spoiler warning for anything post chapter 16. No story stuff will be talked about here, but items and characters may be seen. All right, first things first, easy ingot farming. Go to your stable. Make sure you have all your dogs, all dogs grazing. Because dogs give ingots, which may seem like, well, what's one iron ingot or one steel ingot going to do for me? But they also give silver ingots. It's a random chance of which one they drop. Don't really know the odds, but I feel like I usually get 1 or 2 silver ingots per farm, which is very, very good, especially if you're considering you are willing to consider exchanging those silver ingots for iron and steel ingots so you can forge more stuff earlier. The exchange rate is actually very, very good. So if you go to the exchange, you want iron, say silver. 1 silver gives 90 iron ingots, which is a lot. It's very, very good. That allows you to forge things that are very easy to make early on, such as an iron dagger, which only requires 1 silver at max. Or something like a hand axe, which I honestly think is a really great early game forge, because you raise the hit of it a little bit, and also you get a good 1-2 range weapon with 12 might. Very powerful stuff. Something to note though, if you want to forge a silver axe, it's going to require a lot of silver. If you want to forge something else like a tomahawk, it requires a lot of silver. Essentially, the higher the rank of the weapon, the more silver it requires. So if you want to forge something like that, you may not want to exchange as much silver for iron or steel ingots. But early game, I think your best play is to exchange at least some of them so you can buff up weapons that you're going to be using at that point. Things like an iron dagger +3 can carry you for most of the game. At this point, at chapter 16, or having just finished chapter 16, this iron dagger +3 is still incredibly useful and has allowed you knock it at 1-round things very often. Something else to note: daggers are very good for the money that you spend. They get +2 might per level up until the last one, which is only +1. So they get 9 might at a full forge, which is a lot better than anything else can do. But that's not all to consider when forging weapons. Engraving is very powerful. So for instance, we have this Wudao here, which has the Emblem of Fates, I believe, on it. With that engraving, it gets +10 avoid and like +30 crit and +30 dodge. At the cost of 2 might, I believe, or 3 might. Maybe it's 1 might. It's either 2 or 3 might. Anyways, with all of that, it gets up to 65 crit, which is incredibly reliable. So for example, we'll look at the Wudao here. This is an unforged one, which is only 4 might, but 50 crit. And you may be thinking, only 4 might? That's not very much. But when you consider that you're critting about 50% of the time at this point, that's a lot of damage. Another thing to consider is like avoid builds. So I have this Iron Blade, which is kind of a meme to put it on this, but we thought it was kind of funny at the time. Has the Emblem of Awakening on it. Gives 30 avoid. So with your Iron Blade, you're able to dodge attacks and then do the smashing, get the smash effect, which is kind of funny. But if you want a more practical use, I have this Slim Lance here, which has the Emblem of Dawn on it, which gives a 40 avoid. And at a cost of lowering might, but allows Chloe to dodge tank. And I did this very early, and it was very reliable very early. So there you go. There you have it. That's our lightning guide for forging and ingot farming on Maddening. I'm sure there's more things you can do or more things to know, but these are the basics that I wanted to share with you guys to help make your playthrough slightly easier. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts. What are your favorite weapons to forge?